Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, the examiners of this thesis proposal seminars, Ma'am Indri Anastasia SSMA and Ma'am Dr. Anda Arniwati M.Hum. And the Honorable my supervisors, Ma'am Dr. Fortuna Sari SSMA and Mr. Tubagus Zamzam Al-Arif SPD MPD. In this occasion, I am the Eka Putri with student number A1B218009 would like to present my thesis proposal entitled Developing Digital Flipbook for Supplementary Learning Materials for 8th grade students at SMP Negeri 16 Kota Jambi. In the chapter 1, it contains background of the study, research question, research purpose, significance of the research, limitation of the research, and the expected product specification. In the background of the study, English is one of the most important courses in junior high school because English is one of the topics examined in the national examination. Learning English in junior high school is aimed at achieving and reaching functional communication. Those are giving and receiving information in oral and written form, relate interpersonal relation, exchange information, and enjoy English in the daily life. SMP Negeri 16 Kota Jambi is one of junior high school that use a textbook given by Minister Education entitled When English Rings a Bell. There, the teacher seldom uses the textbooks in teaching and learning process because the textbook focus more on using practical examples to learn English in a dialogue style. Also, the textbook lacks an explanation of the content at the beginning of each topic. To deal with the obstacles, the researcher is interested in increasing students' motivation to learn English through the use of fascinating media to make the learning process more enjoyable for the students. And also, the students need more materials or supplementary materials that can stimulate their interest in studying English so it can be done in different atmosphere. In this modern era, technology has become an essential aspect of teaching and learning English. According to Masarudin 2014, it gives several opportunities for making teaching and learning more enjoyable as well as more effective in terms of improvements. According to Sousa and Roca 2019, digital learning is defined as delivery of digital media, for example, text or images, via the internet and the learning content. And teaching methods provided are to improve student learning and aim to improve teaching effectiveness or promote personal knowledge and skills. And Flipbook is one of the type of digital learning. The next is research question. The question in this research is how is the process of developing digital flipbook as a supplementary learning materials for 8th grade students at SMP Negeri 16 Kota Jambi. Research purpose. The purpose of this study is to develop a digital flipbook for supplementary learning materials and to study its process. The significance of the research. The results of this study are expected to be useful for junior high school students to learn English with digital media. Furthermore, this research can be used as a reference for other researchers who will conduct research related to this topic. Next is limitation of the research. The digital flipbook will be for students in junior high school as one of the supplementary learning materials. The product will be developed for 8th grade students in the second semester. The product will be developed based on the syllabus and the students' needs. And the last, the researcher will be using the developmental research model by Ritchie, Klein, and Nelson 2004. The last one is the expected product specification. There are several expected product specifications that The product is supplementary learning materials for junior high school. The product will be available in HTML and PDF format. The product is developed as well as possible to be used by the 8th grade and junior high school students. These learning materials will be developed for 8th grade students in the second semester. And the content of these English learning materials is presented in an attractive and varied way. Move to chapter 2 about review of related literature. There are several topics. 2.1 is the role of technology and media in learning English. 2.2 digital flipbook. 2.3 learning material and supplementary materials. And the last is previous study. The role of technology and media in learning English. Technology has become an essential part of teaching and learning around the world. Phil and Shimley, 2012, state that with the rapid development of science and technology, the creation and development of multimedia technology and its application to teaching, featuring audio, visual, and animation effects, can be applied in learning and teaching English, and it establishes an attractive platform for reform and discovery of the learning and teaching English model in the modern era. Next is digital flipbook. Digital flipbook is an interactive HTML or PDF publication that has the look and feel of a real page-turning book, complete with page turning effects, page shadows, and more, from paperturn.com. Ramdania 2013 states that the appearance of the media will be more variety. Not only text but also pictures, videos, and music may be added to media flipbook, so it makes the learning process more engaging and interesting. Almanullah 2020 states that learning using digital flipbook media is an alternative solution to support students' learning in this new era. Digital flipbook is not the same as a textbook or conventional book. It is an interactive electronic format that combines components of text, pictures, and videos and so on to make the learning process more attractive to students. Next to 2.3 about learning material and supplementary material. According to Richards 2001, teaching and learning materials may take three forms as follows: printed materials, non-print materials, materials that comprise both print and non-print sources. Teachers may use accessible materials such as a textbook, or they can develop their own materials from various sources, such as newspapers, magazines, articles, blogs, and so on. Supplementary materials are other materials that are used in addition to the basic materials in the course book, from Spratt 2011. Supplementary materials, also known as additional materials, are resources collected from another source for learning objectives. The last one is previous study. There are several previous studies from journal and article. The first is from Rini Ratnawati and Wulandari 2021 about the development of a flipbook as an online learning media. Second, from Johannes 2013 about the effectiveness of cooperative learning assisted by flipbook media on student learning outcomes. The third, from Amanullah Suryani and Ardianto 2019 about digital flipbook empowerment as a learning media development tool. Move to chapter 3 about research method. It contains research design, development procedure, data collection instrument, and data analysis technique. In the research design, The researcher will use the methodology and instructional design from Ritchie, Klein, and Nelson's model because it is simple to follow for this development product. The next is the development procedure. Ritchie, Klein, and Nelson's original development research approach contains three phases. Those are design, development, utilization, and maintenance. But in this research, the researcher will adapt just two phases. Those are design phase that contains of need analysis, document analysis, and library research, and development phase that contains production and validation. Next, data collection instrument. In this data collection instrument, the researcher will use questionnaire and document analysis. Last, data analysis technique. In this research, the researcher will use mixed method, that is qualitative and quantitative method. In the qualitative method, the researcher will analyze the data from the document analysis that is from the textbook that used by the teachers and students, and also from the syllabus. For quantitative method, the researcher will use questionnaire that is distributed to students in SMP Negeri 16 Kota Jambi. I think that's enough, and it is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.